This type of Yerushalmi Ma'asros in the article Osbar edition where I have Yud from Aleph right at the top, Rebbe Amar B'Shem Brei, which in the Vilna is on Bava with Beis. The fifth line down, last word of the line is Rebbe Amar B'Shem Brei. And in the Kavanaki, there's a little header here. We're going on that which it said in the Mishnah, Grogros Mishiyadush. The Grogros are considered to have grown with Shuma when you press them into the jug. That's Kamar Malafra. So, Amar, Le Rebbe Shimbrei, Rebbe said to him, Shimon, his son. Rebbe Nasi said his son of Shimbrei Yehuda. Ale, go up to Vavei Lono and bring us dates and Minaliyah from the attic, second floor. This is on Shabbos. Amar Le Ve'eno Asim Shum Muktzah. And also because of Muktzah, we didn't designate from before Shabbos. You still had all that way. You're still not sure about this. The only thing which is also is muktzah, which is dates and is figs, and grapes. Now these are figs, right? But figs and grapes you took them out to the roof in order to dry them. That's the only muktzah we have. You took and stockpiled them up in the same Aliyah in a warehouse. That's not a problem. Rabbi Shumber, said, why is that? Because in the time between the time they're moist and the time that they're dry, there's a time when they are bad, repugnant. So therefore, that's what's called muktzah, because they're miskatzoi, midaite, because of their inedibility at that point. Rabbi Zir boy kum Rabbi Yasa. Rabbi Zir said is in front of Rabbi Yasa. The law, this only makes sense, the Ella, only Bilim Pitzlayo have a Uvda. This only makes sense to start the Rebbe with the Pitzlayo, which are actually dates which are gathered before they're matured, and you put them into baskets, which are made of lulavim, of palm fronds, and they get matured on their own. Maybe Grokos is dates. I got mixed up between dates and figs, but it should be the same halacha. Anyway, so the Shimon holds that Rabbi Shimon Rebbe holds that these should also be muktzah. Rebbe said no. According to Rabbi Shimon, it was the muktzah is to Einim Anovim, which you designated for that purpose of drying, which are not suitable to eat, but these grokos are. Furthermore, the Tayim with Simukim you pushed up deliberately, but these Patzilim you didn't push off deliberately. You just didn't have in mind really to use them until you found them fully ripe. Amalei said, I also said the Maisa was talking about such a scenario. As Rabbi Yosef Barbun and Rabbi Yosef Barbisna, Shem Rabbi Yosef Be'ilim Patzilaya Take, but these unripe dates have that was the case. Amalei said, the only thing which also is figs and grapes. So either because again they're hooked to be dry, not just to be stockpiled, or maybe if the dates are different. I don't know, I never gave the math law before. I think dates are exactly the same as figs in this respect. So I don't think that's the shot. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't think it's differentiation between figs and dates. Yaakov says, Shabbos. So in terms of Shabbos, so me and Mises, card varmiyesh muktzah. In other words, they in terms of Mises, everything as muktzah mean they're considered not nigmar malachta. If they're normally put in, if they're normally stockbound to a certain point when they're considered to be worthy to eat or worthy to market, so then they're all considered to be in a muktzah, meaning for this case in limbo in terms of gar and lemises. Rabbi Yasser said, "Summer came." Because Bryce seems to indicate that grogos mishiyadu are much actually. Summer came. Grogos mishiyadu shemgur mishiyagil. They say even when the grog was already in a container, and they're suitable to eat, they're not going to tevel until you press them together, which is actually marmalacha. Marmalacha is later than edibility. Nishra chavis, and then we had nishra chavis nivchasa b'chulei. If the container broke, Rabbi Yochanan said, divrei shona rishon. Shona rishon is an interesting term, which we don't really find very often in the rest of the knowledge. I don't remember anywhere else, but that's all right. For Tanakama, shona rishon is the Hebrew translation of Tanakama. So divrei shona rishon Tanakama lo atachton tzarich the elyon. He says the lower level of the dates that you already pressed in the container before it broke, they are distinct. And you would bring them to the marketplace as is. And they don't need the upper layer. So they're nigma malachta. Whereas the ones which are going to be in the upper level of the jug, yes, you can finish them elsewhere, but here they're not finished, so they're independent. They don't require the bottom ones. They're already finished. Go finish them for the other process. According to Tana Basra, the lower level you can't sell by itself, and it's not nigma malachta until you put into another vessel and add a upper level, I guess, because they had standard measures, which they take to the marketplace. Because you need to have that unit in order to have a Yerushalmi Ma'asros. Amr Rabbi said Rabbi Meir here. This is going like Tanakama is Rabbi Meir and not Chachamim. Umaykum Ashlon, how come Ashlon going to tell us the Lodi's, but remember, don't, that you shouldn't think Stama, it's a Stam Mishnah, and it's Rabbi Yossi. And in such a case is Locha Kistama. Our Mishnah was Rabbi Yossi said, was Matir, right? It says, Tarakam said, Yerushalmi Ma'asros, Tashchavitz Ma'agam and Magura, Nishba Chavitz Nivchas on Magura, Leochem and Arai. There's still even Arai. Rabbi Yossi Matzah, Yossi permits it. And so the Gemara said, Rabbi Yossi, the Tana Basra, Shana Achron, well, the Elyon Tzarech, the Tachton Tzarech, and the Elyon Tzarech, the Tachton, don't say that it's a Stam Mishnah and Rabbi Yossi, and the halach is like the Stam Mishnah. The Fumkei Tzarech Rabbi Meir, it's the Meir Rabbi Yossi, and the halachas of Rabbi Yossi that we can be Mekel in this case, and assume it's not it's not yet considered to be Tavel in Ma'asros. Okay, end of the parak. Next parak. Halacha Aleph of parak Beis. Let's check where we're here. You're going to marketplace. So when I said, you're going to marketplace. He said, take for yourself figs. That you can eat and they're potter because it's a snack. But if they take them to their houses, talking about it, they have to fix it, and it's going to be vadai because since they weren't yet fixed, they get to Yerushalmi Ma'asros. That's what you can snack, but also it's definitely not take up truma. Anybody can take up truma, so therefore you're talking about it. If he said to them, no, take it home, you can't eat for them temporarily, because this type of gift is considered to be a kfir. So the batei, if they took it home, ain't talking ella the mai. They only took up the mai because possibly he actually took it off when he was, because he knew it was going to go bad by telling them to take it home. Where's the next Mishnah here? That was Mishnah Aleph, Mishnah Beis. They're sitting in the gates at the opening of the gates of the city. I don't know, of the courtyard, whatever it is. Not city doesn't make sense. It's courtyard or in the house. V'amar in the Amoret said, to take for you something. They can eat and be bought because they didn't enter the courtyard or the storeyard. But the Baal Shar and the Baal Chanus, for them, The store actually was a kovea, which is interesting because only in the gate. It says exempt, it's still not considered to be the gorer in Mises until he changes the place, turns around, or until he changes place. And the Gemara is obviously going to explain what exactly all that means. But that brings us to the end of Yud Aleph, Amud Aleph.